Groundhog's Day again for David Goggins. If you pan it down here, you see it's about 3 o'clock in the morning and there's not a car or a person in sight. If you pan over here, it's the same thing. Not a car or a person in sight. People want to know where I find my strength at, where I get my strength. I get it from a lot of places, but right now, this morning, I'm getting it from, there's not a motherfucker that's up. There's not a car, there's not a person. Everybody's in their bed, sleep, dreading that it's a Monday, hate it's a Monday. And I'm loving it. I'm loving that. Where everybody's getting weaker, I'm getting stronger. It's not about the running, the swimming, the push-ups, the sit-ups. It's about what those things do for your mentality. You don't get better on the daggone couch. You get better by coming out here and getting the fuck after it every daggone day. Stay hard.
Well, as of right now, I've been riding the bike now for 2 hours. I have another hour and 12 minutes left. No, I do not like to run. I don't like to even exercise.
The only easy day was yesterday. It just never ends. I started doing this triathlons and endurance sports, ultra runs, just to test my soul, to see what I'm about, to see in a 150-mile race at mile 75 when I feel really bad. That's when you know. That's the only time you can find out what the human body is all about, what you're made of, to find out limits to myself. My life doesn't have a finish line. So when I cross the finish line of the Ironman, it doesn't matter, because I know that, 2 or 3 weeks from now, I'll be doing something else to put my body through more pain. I believe, everything I try to do is kind of defined by excellence, but I don't think I ever reach excellence myself, because I have my standards of my life are really high. So I don't think I ever reach it, but I try to every day.
So I prioritize trying to win the battle in the morning. So I always win the battle in the morning. So I get morning time. Every morning I go for a run. That's the first thing I do every morning. Haven't taken a day off of running since December 2016. Teamwork is big. But I learned that you have to be a good individual first. You have to triple down on your weaknesses. Because a lot of times, you always count on your buddy next to you to help you out. Sometimes that buddy's not going to be there. You got to make sure that you are a jack of all trades and a master of all trades. And that's one thing. You got to have your buddy's back. They got to have your back, but you got to work on yourself every single day. And that's one thing that the military has to really, really triple down on. It's something that we're missing nowadays a lot, is that total accountability of every day. Going back to boot camp in your mind. You may have grabbed, boot camp sucks. SEAL training sucks. All these things suck, and people are so happy to get out of it. But that's what makes you good. But we live in a society right now where mediocrity is often rewarded. Mediocrity is almost the standard. And for me, if you live that way, that's where you could be at. So let's say you have 10 people. You have 10 people and all of them are mediocre. And you beat those 10 people in a race or at work, whatever it may be, you're really still mediocre. What we do in life is we set our standards to everybody else. What we do in life is we look at what someone did before us. We look at a standard. I don't look at anybody's standard. I set my own standard. And how I became this, whatever people call the hardest man on the planet, is I literally set my own standards. I started to reinvent the wheel for myself. I didn't follow the crowd. Whatever the crowd was doing, I didn't follow them. I did what I had to do to get where I had to go. It's called Special Operations Warrior Foundation. Guys in special ops who died, this foundation gives full tuition for their kids to go to college. And the only way for me to raise money, I can do this, different ways, like car washes or whatever, but people respond to people suffering. People respond to pain, so you got to do painful things.
And usually painful things are things that require you to run far distances or bike far distances or whatever.
I'm the kind of person who likes to do things that he doesn't like to do. I don't like running, so that kind of drives me to run.
You see the pictures of the old David Goggins right there. When you're 280 and you don't run and you're on pavement, your metatarsals start to break. Your ankles start to break. You start getting stress fractures. So that's what happened to me. I just became the biggest loser. My first run was a quarter of a mile. Every day, I ran, I swam, I worked out. I did everything I could. Whenever I had free time, I was working out. And I lost 105 pounds in 2.5 months.
I'll run about 10 to 15 miles. I don't have a pacer. It takes me probably about an hour and a half to 2 hours, whatever I'm doing. Well, the reason why I chose to do Badwater was I was sitting at home and I Googled the 10 hardest events in the world to do. And up came the Badwater 135. Me against the elements. It's 120 to 130 degrees, 135 miles across the hottest spot in the world. Like all you have is you and your thoughts. And it's a long time to think about it. And in doing that, that's where true growth is finding yourself. I'm not trying to be like Michael Jordan or be like Tiger Woods or anybody else. I'm trying to be like David Goggins. And through that, you can find out what you're made of. And you are trying to conquer yourself. And that's how I got this title. I choose to keep going forward, but you get to a spot in that race where you don't know what to do. And that's when you find out what you're made of. My major goal for the foundations that I work for is to help them raise enough money to where we have enough in the bank to take care of all the kids to go to college. And I'd be happy with that. So we have a long way to go. And until that happens, I'll continue to do what I'm doing. And being my best is a never-ending journey. A lot of people call me obsessed. That's fine. I probably am obsessed. When you finally realize, like for me, that humble beginning I had, when you realize that I could have literally given up, and right now at 43, I could still be a 300-pound man spraying for cockroaches. It's truly amazing that a lot of us walk this planet Earth being a fraction of what we're capable of being. I look back on when I was 24 years old, and that could have been my 100%. If I chose to take the path of least resistance, that could have been my 100%. Never knowing that in that 300-pound body, the kid who couldn't read, all this other stuff, fourth grade reading level, is now a person that's been through almost every special ops training in the world, has broke several records, and has continued to grow. Once you realize what's on the other side of that, that will keep you, I'm the most driven person in the world. Because I realized that I was leaving so much on the table. I was leaving so much on the table, never knowing that inside that fat guy was this person here. And once you peel the crust, peel that crust away and see who you really are, you open your mind to a whole nother world. So I've opened my mind up to a whole nother world that most people can't even fathom because they haven't dug deep into their own personal problems. So people think I'm crazy because I found a whole nother way of living. I think they're crazy for never even trying to get to the other side of whatever's in front of them. So what drives me every day is finding more of myself.
It's 44 degrees and it's nice and rainy outside. But no one cares about that. It's not about the rain. It's what the rain represents. Life is always giving you a test. Trying to give you a way out. Trying to give you an excuse not to show up. This is my excuse today. You're depressed because you're not doing shit with yourself. You don't find inspiration by not living in the grip of life. You need to live in the grip of life to find inspiration. Put challenges in front of yourself. When you put a challenge in front of yourself and you attack it, that's when you find inspiration. But guess what? You gotta have the mentality to show up every fucking day of your life. No matter what life throws at you. It's our responsibility to show up to the Coliseum of life, prepared for fucking battle. I don't care what you're going through, what life's throwing at you. It's your responsibility to find your new 100%. Take it upon yourself to do that. Stay hard. Try to be 10% better than you were last week. So if you're running 30 miles a week, run 33. If you're swimming 500 meters, swim 550. If some of you aren't doing shit, your 10% is just getting off the fucking couch. The more you walk away from accountability, the weaker you become. Find yourself in the grip of life. You can't find yourself by doing nothing. Just got off a 17-hour flight. And I'm sitting there thinking, take a day off. No one will know. But I keep on thinking too, there's always someone out there who's working harder than you. I'm haunted by that motherfucker. Knowing that that someone out there is willing to forgo personal desires and comforts, forgo sleep, forgo whatever it takes to be better, to be the best. In life, a lot of times, a lot of us have that person out there. There may not be a name or a face to him, but he exists. You make sure in life when they think about that person, you make sure they put a name and a face to it. You make sure the name and face is yours. You do the haunting. Get in somebody's head. Own space. In those times when you want to quit, because we're all human, you make sure you remember one thing. All those times and hours and days you sacrificed to be the best. Stay hard.
Well, you guys should just go without me. It'll be easier.
Oh no, you'll die down here.
Yeah, well, whatever. I mean, I think everyone's better off if I just stay put.
Sorry, yeah, I guess I didn't really think this far ahead.
Genius plan, Bobby.
I was making things worse.
Sit down. You're making it worse. You've always made it worse.
I have these good days, you know, where I feel invincible. But then there are a lot of bad days when I remember that nothing matters, you know. You don't matter to anyone. You thought you were gonna be some great man, some savior. Can't even save yourself. We will always be alone.
I got a family of my own.
I don't.
For God's sake, man, killing me is not gonna bring yours back. What does it change if I'm dead?
That shit that follows you home, no matter how hard you try, follows you home. And Maria, she knew it. She knew it, the kids knew it. Sometimes I'd catch them. They'd be looking at me and they'd have this look. Look at me like they didn't even know who I was.
You have to choose.
Don't make me do that.
Come home, Frank. Let's go home.
You just have to decide what kind of man you want to grow up to be, Clark, because whoever that man is, good character or bad, he's going to change the world. But you're not just anyone, Clark, and I have to believe that you were sent here for a reason. All these changes that you're going through, one day you're going to think of them as a blessing, and when that day comes, you're going to have to make a choice. Choice of whether to stand proud in front of the human race or not.
You will give the people of Earth an ideal to strive towards.
They'll race behind you. They will stumble. They will fall. But in time, they will join you when the sun comes. In time, you will help them accomplish wonders.
Are you happy?
It's a difficult question. I'm not searching for happiness. I'm searching for peace. So my state of what I'm aiming for, I would say it is peace. Because happiness for me, taking by this word, if there's happiness, there is sadness. If something can rise, something must fall. If you can attain something, there's something to lose. That's why it's difficult. That's why I stopped a moment. I don't know what type of happiness you mean. Being satisfied with where I'm standing, yes. Does it mean that I don't have hard moments? I have hard moments. And that's why for me, like, what is it I ultimately look for? I would call it, it's just peace.
Well, what about you, Zabuza? You gonna let him do that?
Be quiet, you fool. Haku's dead. What does it matter?
What? You mean you could just stand there and watch him get treated like a dog? You and Haku were together for years. Doesn't that mean anything?
You don't understand the way of shinobi. I merely used him just as Gato used me.
Huh?
Now it's over. His usefulness is at an end. The loss of his strength and skill, yes, that means something to me. But the boy, nothing.
If you mean that, you're an even bigger rat than I thought.
Okay, that's enough. Calm down, Naruto. He's not the enemy. Not right now.
Ah, shut up! As far as I'm concerned, he's enemy number one! Why you? You ungrateful! After everything he did for you! Haku lived for you! You were the most important thing in the world to him! And he meant nothing to you! Nothing at all! While he was sacrificing everything for you, you never felt anything at all for him? And if I become stronger, does that mean I'll become as cold-hearted as you are? And for what? For you and your dream? You never let him have a dream of his own. But he didn't care, and you just toss him aside like he was nothing. A broken tool. Man, that's so wrong. So wrong!
You talk too much. Your words cut deep. Deeper than any blade.
Far to the west of here, across the mighty sea, there's a place few have seen. It's called Finland. It's warm and fertile, a distant land far beyond the reach of slave traders, where the flames of war and the scars that they leave behind. There you could live a life without pain or suffering. Let's go together and build something new.
You don't have enemies. The truth is that nobody has them. Nobody in this entire world deserves to get hurt.
Together we will go to Finland.
Brother, let's go.
A place worthy of our Nath.
I've changed. I'm a changed man, Arthur.
I ain't changed. I'm still a bad man.
Maybe your path isn't changing, Arthur.
My path is coming to an end, Reverend.
I know, son. I know. And I know that you will face your destiny like a man, like a warrior. Because that's what you are.
That's all I am. A fighter, a killer, and a crazy Easy, man.
So be it. You lived your way, you'll die your way. But in the time that you have left, don't compromise, and you'll do everything that you have to do just fine.
I always feel like I'll fight anybody because everybody was the enemy, you know, and now I'm here without nothing, away from everyone, and I really took the time to find out, you know, who the enemy was, and it's not that it was the enemy, it was the enemy. The enemy. The enemy. The inner me. Sometimes you realize the true you is the enemy. You know, one thing I've learned being here, my spare time, I really found myself doing a lot of, you know, one-on-one connecting, like praying and, you know, putting everything in perspectives between me and God. Something I haven't done in a long time. I guess whenever I decide to shave the beard, that's when I'll probably put Kimbo at rest. But would Kimbo ever be at rest?
He said it was like looking in a mirror, and he was right. But not just the way that he looked, it was his eyes. The pain that was inside them. I've seen that in myself. When I think about how my parents died so violently, sometimes I want to repay that violence with more violence. I want to make someone else hurt as much as I do.
But you'll never do that. You want him, you're a good person.
I know, but it's in there. You know, that's in me. That power, that pain, that's where sabotage comes from loss. From losing you.
You're not going to lose me. Do you hear me? And we are going to stop sabotage. You are not alone, he is. And he is not a god.
Life is always giving you a test. Trying to give you a way out. Trying to give you an excuse not to show up. This is my excuse today. But guess what? You gotta have the mentality to show up every fucking day of your life. No matter what life throws at you. It's our responsibility to show up to the Coliseum of life. Prepared for fucking battle. I don't care what you're going through, what life's throwing at you. It's your responsibility to find your new 100%. I'm a big believer in doing something that sucks every single day of your life. Every day you're trying to find more of what you're capable of. And that's the big question. What are you capable of? Stop doing the things that you do every day. Do the shit that no one else wants to do. Do the shit that no one else is even thinking about doing. You don't find inspiration by not living in the grip of life. You need to live in the grip of life to find inspiration. Put challenges in front of yourself. When you put a challenge in front of yourself and you attack it, that's when you find inspiration. I wish the water was cold. I wish them motherfucking instructors keep on fucking running. I wish for fucking rain. When the ending is unknown and the distance is unknown, that's when you know who the fuck you are. If it was raining outside at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning, if it was snowing, the first instinct is don't go out there and do shit. My instinct was, we gotta fucking go out there. Anything that was fucking horrible in my life that I would normally say no, I had to go do it. My new norm is, you get up every fucking morning at 4 o'clock and you suffer. This is your new norm. That became my new fucking life. Most people want to get out of it. I said, no, motherfucker, this is your new life. This is who you are. Your new norm is you wake up and you suffer. And I started realizing, if that's my mentality, this shit ain't hard anymore. Right. Your fucking new norm is you wake up, you get in the fucking cold water, you're gonna be here till the shit's fucking done. Whenever they say you're out, you get out. So my new norm, so I do that now today. My new norm now is
If I'm doing a 200-mile run, your new norm now, man, is you fucking are doing 200 fucking miles.
I'm in Las Vegas right now, and it's hot as shit. It's not about any of that. But what it is about is a lot of us give total control to life. We don't have any control of it. We just give all control to life. I do this shit every morning to prepare my mind for what life's gonna throw at me.
I'm not training for a race. I'm training for life. I'm training from the time when I get that 2 o'clock in the morning call that my mom is dead or something happened tragic in life. I don't fall apart.
A healthy body gives you a healthy mind. That's what it's about.
I'm training my mind and my body and my spirit so it's all one, so I can handle what life is gonna throw at me. Because the life I've lived, it throws a whole bunch at you.
It's the reality. It's about 90 degrees and 100% humidity. But who gives a shit? That being said, September 3rd, I have to have my book turned in. And what I realized, I'm reading this book a lot, but I realized I wasn't born this motherfucker. I made him. At the bottom of insecurities, fear, self-doubt, lies, was me buried in the fucking fetal position.
My dad beat the shit out of me when I was growing up. I had a 4th grade reading level in high school. I stuttered. I lied to people to be their fucking friends. I got called nigger every day of my life growing up. I had stuff on my notebook, you know, nigger, we're gonna kill you. And the shit haunted me. I came home one night from work spraying for cockroaches. I turned on the Discovery Channel. I saw some guys going through Navy SEAL training. And they were going through Hell Week and they were getting their ass just beat. You know, in and out of the water, guys ringing the bell. There's suffering. And I was weighing like 297 pounds. And I had to make a change in my life. You know, I was at an all-time low and I wasn't going anywhere. And I was exactly what everybody said I was gonna be, which was nothing. So I had to make a change. What comes on, Discovery Channel show, and that's where everything changed for me. I was taking a shower, I walked out, heard these guys, and I was watching these guys going through Hell Week, class 224, and these guys ringing the bell, quitting, dropping their helmet down, rolling out, a lot of guys just leaving. And it made me reflect big time on the piece of shit that I am, and I'm exactly what people said I was gonna be. But a lot of us have these fears that you just don't want to fucking face. And I had a lot of them. And I saw real men, what I thought were real men who were staying, who were overcoming adversity, who were overcoming all these different things that I had blamed so many fucking people in my life, my dad, my mom for not being there, my learning disability, my skin color, you know, me being everything. And so I sat there for a while and I was like, man, I got it. No one's gonna fucking come to help me. No one's gonna fucking come to help me. It's fucking me against me, period. And so I had to man up. And I said, the first thing I gotta start doing is facing every fucking fear I have. No matter what the fuck it is, man. And I had 2 options. To either be that 300-pound guy who sprayed for cockroaches and made $1,000 a month, or I can totally just sack it up and fail and fail and fail until I succeed. So I started calling recruiters up. I said, I'm gonna go be a fucking Navy SEAL.
I wasn't born this motherfucker. I made him. At the bottom of insecurities, fear, self-doubt, lies, was me buried in the fucking fetal position. How I got out of that was recognizing it, being honest with it, being truthful with it, and then fixing it. We like to live on social media with lies about ourselves, how great we are. Get to the source and fix the problem.
I started callousing my mind at this point in my life. And I started realizing through this process that the fucking mind is what you created. And I started opening different doors that I didn't think were even there, that I didn't think even existed. And the more doors I opened up, the more I started realizing that my potential is damn near endless. Self-talk, it became so nasty and dirty that I almost liked the fact that I went 0.25. So it became from being defeated to like, man, all right, motherfucker, maybe tomorrow we can go 0.75. You know, it just became this different mindset. I turned negatives into positives. So I would take it like, who would even think about doing this? So I would sit on my couch saying, who at 297, who can't fucking swim that great, who's scared of the fucking water, would have the fucking balls, who had the balls to fucking man up, quit a job, and go and just put everything on himself. So it's how I started talking to myself and putting myself in a whole different category, and that would fuel me the next day. And I just kept using that as fuel and fuel. No one would do this shit. No one would do this shit. You're the baddest motherfucker around. You're the baddest motherfucker ever lived. And I just kept fueling me with the right kind of message that I needed to hear that I was never telling myself. And through time, it became reality. So I started using all these different tools and tactics to get in instructors' heads. And the taking souls, that's where it happened, man. We're Wednesday, freezing fucking cold. Everybody's jackhammering. Everybody wants to, everybody's just wanting to get through it now. Let's just get through this, man. I can't wait till Friday so we can graduate. How we can get going. I said, let's go ahead and have some fun. I said, we're gonna start fucking with this guy. So the evolution here was we just got through with med check. We're stripped down to nothing, and they're checking us out, making sure we're good. Checking for pneumonia, checking for fucked up knees. My knees all jacked up, but they're giving me shots and shit. And I was like the boat crew leader of boat crew 2. The boat was like on our heads. So all it was, we're supposed to lift the boats up above our head. That's all you gotta do. But when you're this weak, you're this fragile, you're this tired, the boat's heavy. So there's a thing you can do when you do boat presses. You can get the boat, like just toss it up and catch it. That shows like you're jacked up. So everybody's holding the boat and they're shaking, and the boat's starting to come down their head, and all the boat crews are all lined up and they're fucked up. And I'm looking at that, and I turn around my boat crew and say, hey guys, it's time to fucking take some souls. They'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? I said, we're gonna get you. I go, you see all these fucking instructors out here, all in their fucking jackets, drinking coffee and laughing and smiling and shit. I want their fucking faces to go straight up fucking numb. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna start boat pressing this motherfucker. Just take my lead, trust me, you'll get energy from it. We start throwing this boat up in the fucking air, catching it, throwing it up and catching it, and we start yelling, can't hurt fucking boat crew 2. We're yelling our fucking ass off, and we're doing it. Yeah, there you go. 7, 8, 9.
Hand machine here. There you go. Nobody works like David in this house. 13, come on. 14, come on. 15, shut that muscle down. 16, come on. Get it. 17.
They don't know me, son.
Get it. 8.
They don't know me, son.
Get it. 9.
They don't know me, son.
Yeah. 20, you got
They don't know me, son.
21. Yeah, get it again. Come on, we want to see it. Good. 22.
I'm gonna carry the boats and the logs.
That's you, buddy. Come on, 23. Come on, 24. One more, David. One more.
The boats.
You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. You did it. Yeah.
Carry the fucking boats.